It's the OCGFAM show. Is the Roman regimen really better than the Spartan regimen, or just more complicated? Let's get into it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCGFAM show. To you, my Spartan regimen. To you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. So the Spartan regimen. Simplicity. 5 things. Really kind of 4 plus it's 5 things. You know, there's the pH up. The pH adjuster there is really kind of part of the line. So, 5 things, simple. But some people say, no, I want to use everything. The Roman regimen, every single thing in the line. Sounds complicated. Sounds hard. Is it better? Scott and I talk about it. It really kind of is. Although, I'm not convinced this isn't the way to go. But watch the video, and I'll talk to you after. Rodney M. Hey, Scott and Bob. Rod from New Jersey. Finally got to see Pig in Bob's absence. Seems like a great guy. Anyway, Scott, you mentioned another time how Pig, I believe it was him, uses just 4 products from seed to harvest. Can you disclose the recipe?
That's not Pig.
Oh, but that's...
I know. I'm trying to remember who it was.
And I am usually running several strains, and there is always a problem one. Besides wanting to try the recipe anyway, I would like to feed the occasional flustercluck a simpler, tried and true recipe and see if I can get back on track. Or maybe it's just an occasional runt. So wouldn't you just do your Spartan regimen, your base 4? And some Olympus? I mean, that's the 4. Is there any other 4 products?
No, that's the base. Yeah, that's the base 4, and that would have been off of the basic, you know, the starter recipe back in the day. I'm just trying to rack my head around the person.
Well, is there someone that uses Herc and something else? Like, I mean, if you were just using Herc and then
oh, there's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, but then they use a couple other things or something.
Or they amend their soil with a few things.
Yeah.
And no, it's, to me, that's what he's saying is, you know, when you have a few plants that are just, or, you know, sometimes we start overthinking things.
Yeah.
And we get to the point where it just gets so overwhelming that you just want to go all the way back to the beginning and start over.
Yeah.
And then rebuild the foundation. And
less is more.
I'm all about that. I'm like, when I still to this day, people, I want to run your Roman. It's like, so, hey, you're new at growing, you're new to my line, and you want to put 18 things into your, why?
So, if you ran Roman and Spartan on 2 side by side, but you just did more of the Spartan to be the same volume as the Roman, you might get largely the same result, right? I mean, or no?
No.
Because you would have a trouble, you wouldn't be able to eat.
Well, because of the different modes of action, all the, you know, because the toolbox is the 17 parts.
Yeah.
I mean, the engine's the 4.
Yeah.
Everything else is just like additives to fuel. So, you know, if you added everything in Roman, you're going to have way more complex terpenes, way more complex profiles, way more complex, you know, the plant's just going to be a different plant, but you're going to be very happy with just a 4-part plant.
Yeah.
But it's going to be way more of a basic flavor, basic taste, basic everything.
Well, you see a lot of, like, you know, when you have a toolbox of, you know, someone that's like me or you've got a toolbox out there that's this tall and this wide, and it's got a lot of stuff in there. But you see a mechanic, he's got, you know, it's a huge, but a lot of those tools in there, he's still got screwdrivers and wrenches and stuff, and a lot of stuff that you don't even know what the hell this thing is. You know, well, what do I do with this? Well, that's for this, you know, 1976 blah, blah, blah.
For the one time I've had that car in my house.
And so, back up and try again.
Well, that's it. Go back to the foundation and start with a good foundation and bring them back. Because not all genetics are going to, like you said, or could it just be a run? Yeah, occasionally there's the run. I'm working with a guy right now that has just 1 plant out of 50 that is, and everything's the exact same. And he's right in the middle. So it's not like it's even a corner of the room. It's next to a fan. It's just a crappy, you know, what do you call that? Pheno. Yeah. That one pheno just said, I'm going to suck. You should just kill me now and stop wasting your time.
I went to Jerry's and bought 20 arbovitas and put them in a line. I got to think that was largely the same soil and watering all across that line. 2 of them died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, who knows?
It's really tough, but I'm a big fan of going back to just the 4 or even the 4 plus Demeters and Athenas as my base to really make sure that I have the foundation and then start building back a recipe that's going to make that plant thrive if I really like that plant. And often it's like, well, that plant wasn't that special to me in the sense that I'm going to sit here and try to dial it in because there's nothing here that I really wanted. But, oh, geez, somebody gave me, you know, Caps Cut Scooby. Yeah, I'm going to figure out how to get to where somebody else is growing. And I don't have that cut. But if I did, I would be trying to figure out how to get to that echelon of what I really wanted from this plant.
Because it's worth it.
Yeah, but it would take me 4 rounds to get there because there's some genetics I only use Tritons on in bloom, and there's some that I use Pegasus on in bloom because I'm trying to pull out a certain terpene to please me and my consumers of what we want in a flavor. So not everybody has the same taste, not everybody has the same flavor. Some people like gas, some people like fruit, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? What regimen do you use? Let's talk about that in the comments. And that's the show for today. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.